Ever since the Declaration of Human Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, was passed in Paris in 1948 on December the 10th, we have fostered the observance of this day not only in the United States, but throughout the world.
Who am I? 400 years ago, I was Juan Cabrillo. And me and my buddy, Hernando Cortez, we're two of the world's richest conquistadores.
The U.S. pulled out of the Global Compact on Migration, which is a political declaration that's pledging to protect and uphold the rights of refugees and help them resettle.
The 1%.
When you gather here today on this sacred ground, to say what you have already said years ago, that life matters, that people matter, that you are with the marginalized and those who are oppressed and pushed to the sidelines.
One of the demonstrable effects of all this disastrous change is the displacement of millions of humans across the globe. And the most disproportionately impacted are in low-income countries, women, children, and indigenous people.
Promise to activate yourself at minimum.
Yes!
Please do your best. And once you activate yourself, activate all. Thank you, Pana. Thank you, sisters.
As the Interim Director of Community Outreach for the United Nations Association San Diego, I would like to thank you for standing for someone's rights and for showing up today for refugees' rights. My name is Yvette Blackwell, and on behalf of myself and the President of the United Nations Association San Diego, Bettina Hoffman, I want to welcome you to this year's Human Rights Day rally.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariam and I am French with an African Muslim father and a French Catholic mother. So I'm very happy to see that all of you here are fighting for the rights of migrants and refugees. So it's not easy to come after all of these great speakers, also because I come from the diplomatic community and we don't speak like you guys are speaking. It's not that we don't care, we do care, but we don't speak with that much enthusiasm and engagement. But I will try my best. So I want to talk about climate change, migration, and the environment today. I work at the global policy level on these issues. There are no such things as climate refugee, meaning that if you are displaced or you migrate because of climate change and environment, you do not have a specific status that protects you. Having said that, today is Human Rights Day, so what we do need to remember is that human rights is the foundation of the protection of climate change and environmental migrants. This is a framework that can be applied to them. It's not because we do not have a climate refugee status, but we cannot take action. So let's continue to fight for the human rights of people, because that will also help climate and environmental migrants. All right. So, hear your voice in the global political discussions. What we see is the US not participating to the climate change negotiations anymore, the US not participating to the Global Compact on Migration, which is the migration negotiations in the world. But that doesn't mean that the US is not represented, because you are here, you can work, you can bring the voice of the American people to this global political process and show that you do think that migrants need to be protected and supported. I just wanted to thank the UNA, the UN associations, because they are trying to make this link between us working in New York or in Geneva at the global level and grassroots communities who are the one who will help solve the issues. Because talking is important, but it's not enough, and you here are the one who are taking action. Thank you very much.
Lifting everybody's quality of life, but just again, I cannot do it alone. You need to show up as well. So thank you once again for being here. Thank you for speaking about human rights, but every day we deserve much better.
Tell them, no, these are my constituents. These are the people who make up the fabric of the community. Not only I represent the community in which my husband and my kids live. We're proud to live in the community of City Heights. There is nowhere in California or America more diverse, more beautiful, more loving than the community of City Heights, and that's because of the strong history of refugees who have come to that community and settled there. So I want to first of all thank you for creating such a welcoming, beautiful place in San Diego that I'm able to represent.
We must want our fellow human beings to have rights and freedoms which give them dignity and which will give them a sense that they are human beings that can walk the earth with their heads high and look all men in the face. If we observe these rights for ourselves and for others, I think we will find that it is easier in the world to build peace, because war destroys all.